Welcome again to our flight adventure today as we fly with American Airlines from Philadelphia to Montego Bay. Part 1 of our journey to Philadelphia already on our channel, so check it out if not already. Today we find ourselves on the other side of Amex Lounge, new policy affecting guest services entry. For the past 3 years, we have been using these lounge religiously with our kids. However, last year, Amex introduced new rule in effort to curb overcrowding. This rule has been in effect since February. Each guest accessing the lounge will cost $50 and kids 2 to 17 is $30. So when flying with our kids, it is $60 per flight segment. Again, this policy is only for additional guests in addition to the card holder. Anyways, this Amex Lounge in Philadelphia, although it's small, is really beautiful. From its cozy design and comfortable chair and amazing views, it is really a great place to kill time before flight. The one small downside is the food choice. It is really limited in comparison to other Amex Lounge, with exception of the one in Houston. We have option to use Admiral's Club in Philadelphia, but with us departing from A Terminal, we determined to stay on A Terminal instead of going to BC Terminal Lounge. We spent about 1.5 hours here at the lounge and enjoyed every single minute here. This is no doubt a great place to kill time. Now we just have to figure out how to bypass this fee when traveling with small ones. If you know how to do it, comment below. After a great time at the lounge, it was time for us to head over to our gate to board for our trip to Montego Bay. This was a good 10-minute walk to our gate. Good exercise for the legs given that we're going to be sitting for the next 3 hours. When we arrived at our gate, the boarding process already started and we went straight ahead and boarded as well since we were in Group 1. Given this is an international flight, we had to present our passports. Alright, so we are now seated on our seat here. We actually just switched. We're on row 1, so 1A, 1B, or 1A, 1C, 1F, and 1D on this flight to Montego Bay. So we're going to be documenting the experience, how everything goes from here, and then we'll be able to let you guys know. So again, this is our first trip to Jamaica, the very first one. So we're going to see how the whole experience goes once we land there, the airport, and everything else. So stay tuned. Hope you watch the entire video. Anyways, we are seated in first row, seats 1A to 1F. Initially, we had the second row for me and my son, and the guy that was sitting in the first row, so that we were traveling as a family and decided to switch with us so that we can all sit together. So thankful for his gesture. So the first row is a bulkhead seat with no storage space in front. Therefore, you have to store everything in the overhead. However, the one thing for sure, it has a lot of leg room. There isn't much of this seat to review or rave about, but it's a standard first class seat. American Airlines classified this as a business class seat, but it is your regular domestic first class seat. We have reviewed this cabin first class seat in the past, and I will link a video in the description if you want to see a full review of this seat. Boarding is complete and we're ready to head to Jamaica for the first time ever, making it one of the new country to our ever-growing list. We push back a few minutes early and start making our way to the runway. We'll be flying towards the south. As the departure is concerned, I'm used to Philadelphia having long traffic, but not today. Takeoff from Philadelphia coming up. As we take off, I would like to welcome newcomers to our channel. We have recently hit 1,000 subscribers and are grateful that you have decided to be part of our ever-growing family. We are Dupont Adventure, and here on our channel we provide you with flight and hotel reviews and also travel tips so that you can enjoy your travel safely while maximizing your trip. If this is something that interests you, consider subscribing. Flying really reminds us of how blessed we are and be able to travel the world. When I was in college, this was unimaginable. Somehow, God has made it possible, and we are grateful that we can get to experience this. The meal service started about 20 minutes after takeoff with the hot towel and then with the warm nuts. Shortly, our drinks arrived. I had wine and my son apple juice. 10 minutes later, the main course was given with the choice of chicken and pasta or potato. My son, daughter, and I went with pasta, while my wife went with chicken dish. The meal was good, and I was hungry. After the meal service, I caught up on some editing as I was running behind on video release. And then after that, I watched a movie, which using my own personal device with American Airlines IFE using their Wi-Fi.
Flight attendants, prepare for landing.
Shortly, we started making our descent to Montego Bay, Jamaica. We're excited to be making our first appearance in the country of Jamaica. We make our descent into this beautiful landing with the spectacular views of Montego Bay and the blue water ocean.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Take a moment to check your seat back pocket for any personal items, like tablets and cell phones. When you open the overhead compartment, be careful.
Few minutes of taxiing and we are at our gate. With the plane first, given that we are in row 1 and made our way to the immigration line, which were huge. Jamaica allows you to complete entry forms online. However, just to be safe, fill out the paper one, as we found out later. If you want to expedite your experience, you will need to pre-book with MOBAY VIP services, where they'll pick you up from the gate and escort you all the way to the front of the immigration lines. Online cost for adult is $30 and for children is $20. However, if you did not pay online, the cost is $50 per adult and $25 per child. This was worth it given that the wait times can be anywhere between 30 minutes to 3 hours. Since we had a standby VIP reservation, we inquired if we can use the service. They said yes, and we were off to the front of the line. My wife and I filled up our online cards and they were located, but not our kids. Thankfully, we filled out the paper form and no issue there. Then it was time to go to custom. That took about 5 minutes wait. Then we were at the MOBAY VIP Lounge where we waited for our transportation to the hotel. Our escort personnel made sure to get everything checked before leaving us. So grateful for that. At the lounge, you can order food and drinks. They even give you a takeaway drink if you have your Yeti cup. The lounge is small and can get crowded when too many people are there. But they have 2 of them to manage the crowd or overcrowding. So we have arrived in Montego Bay. Right now we are at the VIP Lounge. This lounge, you do have access if you're a Priority Pass member, but you have to make a reservation ahead of time so you can get access to it. Otherwise, if you don't do that, then you have to pay the full price. And because of that, we paid $150, and this price allows you to actually go through immigration and custom faster. But today, a little bit of traffic, I'll say. Lines were super long. Not as long as probably the weekend, but they were still long. So it took a little bit of time to actually go through, even though with the VIP access, still took a little bit of time. So anyways, we're right now at the lounge, and the lounge offers foods and drinks before you actually get with your transportation company or the bus that will take you to your hotel. Is the pass a great idea? I think it's beneficial, yes, if the lines are super long. But if they're not, I don't think you really need it. So if you're coming during the busy season, for sure, I think you should do it. If you come in during a slow season, I don't think it's really necessary. But anyways, we're here in the lounge enjoying our time before we actually go into our hotel. From here, we went to our bus to take to our hotel, and the journey took about 1.5 hours to go there. One recommendation is to sit on the left side of the bus, as you get to see all the beautiful views of the Jamaican coastline. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed our journey down to Montego Bay from Philadelphia and our first experience here in Montego Bay. We will have more videos of our time here in Jamaica and a full hotel review where we spill the tea. If you enjoyed the information provided on this video, hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to our channel to help us reach 2,000 subscribers. We're also located on all major platforms of social media. You can follow us there. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you on the next one.